There you are. Praise the Wilder King, you're alive! I knew he would save us. We would have suffered much more if you hadn't been here to help. They killed quite a few of us, but we gave almost as good as we got. Have you seen Erenor? He didn't return from the fading tree when the others did. What? No. No, not now. Not when I need him more than ever. When we go, we leave a caretaker behind to watch over the fading tree. The caretaker and the tree are our link between this place and where the Wilder King sends us. I didn't expect Erenor to be chosen, and he can't stay. He can't. It's just... What I mean is, I can't bear to lose him. We won't be able to bear it. He's so excited and it's such a great honor, but he doesn't know what it will cost our family. I'm pregnant. I only found out recently. Erenor doesn't know. I'm not sure I want him to, but if he knew, he could leave with us. Please, please, convince him to return to the Wilder King's realm with us. I'm sure the Wilder King will understand. A family must remain together to raise a child. If Erenor stays behind, our child will be grown before he sees her. We'll be too old when the village returns next time to have another. It's our last chance. You don't know what this means to me. I'm afraid if I tell him, he might think I've made up a story to keep him with me. No, that's not it. I'm afraid he'll choose his duty over his wife.
Come forward, Erenor, caretaker to be.
I, Erenor, in accordance with the Oath of Protection, stand ready.
On behalf of the Wilder King, will you care for the fading tree?
I am honored to serve the Wilder King and our people.
The fading tree is yours to protect. May the years pass quickly.
This is incredible. I feel the life of the fading tree flow within me. Have you seen my wife? Where's Tamriel? Why hasn't she come to congratulate me? Has she? I love Tamriel. But we swore an oath to leave a caretaker to protect the fading tree. That is the price the whole village must pay so that we can live in the paradise the Wilder King creates for us. Do you think I haven't thought of this? But I would be failing my oath to the Wilder King and the entire village if I didn't stay behind. What? I didn't know. Why didn't she tell me? What kind of caretaker would I be if I didn't care for my own child? And yet, I have a responsibility to the entire village now. This problem comes at a terrible time. I must decide quickly. Not that. It's the tree. Now that I can feel its essence, I realize it's weaker than it used to be and needs special care. The village must return to the other realm immediately so the caretaker... so I can tend it without distraction. Only the old caretaker knew. The village is set to leave soon. If anything happens to the tree, its link between Tamriel and our village is severed. They can never return unless I stay behind. I would. Naturally I want to, but everyone else is ready to leave. As soon as the orcs cleared out, they prepared. There's no one left to leave as the caretaker. No, it's not. No matter which I choose, I'll always wonder what would have happened had I taken the other path. I know which way is easy and which is hard. What will you choose? I will do as you would since the Wilder King sent you to us. Perhaps this child shows the Wilder King is pleased by our service and won't let anything happen to the Fading Tree. Wouldn't let anything happen to it. My family needs me. When the village returns to the Wilder King's paradise, I'll go with it.
Seeing you gladdens my heart.
Had I known sooner about you, about us.
I thought we would have more time. And now, we shall.
Prepare for our journey, beloved. I will join you soon.
I leave joyfully, knowing you'll be with us.
Fate brought you to us at this turning point. I'm glad to heed your advice. We must cling to life wherever we find it. You reminded me of that, and I thank you. The Wilder King could create a new tree in its place. Or perhaps now we're meant to stay in paradise. If the Fading Tree survives, we'll return again, and I'll know my decision was correct. If we never return, at least I'll be with my family to the end. Fate brought you. The Wilder King could create.
I was beginning to think you wouldn't make it. I've already begun Aranias' story. Yes, of course. I have been waiting for you for some time. The story needs you to play a part in the present and in the past. You certainly took your time about things. Not your fault, I understand, not your fault. We may yet get this right. Inside the story, you must also enter the story in order to help her. Aranias wants to see the Wilder King. I'm his gatekeeper. To see him, you ask me nicely, and then I tell you a story. A story that you take part in. Yes, the story is one from her own past, but she's convinced that she's living through these events for the first time. You'll play the part of the close friend she never had, someone she can trust, who can change the person Aranias becomes. Ask nicely. Of course. Now, sit down by the fireplace. Imagine there's a nice warm fire burning there, and I'll set the scene. Have a seat by the fire and let me know when you're ready to hear the story. Remember, ask nicely. Imagine the flames are the waves of a vast ocean. Cold waves on a clear blue ocean off the coast of Somerset. Now picture an island. Trees around the island shimmer in the sunlight. Each gently cresting ocean wave sparkles. Many stones, roots, and flowers on the island were shaped by magicka. Only 2 living Altmer possess such power. One of those 2 Altmer stands outside the manor on this island. Her island. Go to her. Become her friend. The island of Silitar.
I'm so glad you could come. My parents will be back tonight, and I was afraid I'd have to face them alone again. That's why I asked you to come early. I'm not sure what will happen either. Before they get back, I want to be carefree. We can visit some of our favorite places together. Why wouldn't I? We practically grew up together. You're the only one I can trust these days. Bramble Breach? You know my parents have never let me leave Silitar after they saw what I can do. I've missed so much. What happened at Bramble Breach? They were afraid, like everyone else. After I raised up the land under the sea and smashed that ship, even though nobody got hurt, they said my magic was too dangerous. You're the only one who isn't afraid of me. You're not afraid, right? You don't know what this means to me. Now, what will we do first? I know, let's race to the lighthouse like we did when we were little. Bet you still can't catch me. Watch your step. My vines getting in your way?
Not bad. You're pretty fast. Maybe. You know, I've always had a special connection to the land. Sometimes things happen and I don't even think about it. It just happens. I'm sorry, it just happened. Wait, something's wrong. Can you feel that? The land's in pain, burning hot. Look, the farm's burning! Over the rise. Wait. Too many footsteps, and it's too early for my parents' return. Boots. Boots. There are invaders on Silitar. We have to stop them. They can't do this. We've got to get rid of them. Show them. No one attacks my island. What have they done to my farm? Why would they do this? Animals! Does it matter? I'm tired of this. Everyone wants to hurt me or use me, and it stops now. Where were you when my parents tested me? Where were you when I needed you most? You left me. Why are you even here? Do you want something from me too? I'm sorry. After my parents left, I felt so alone. I couldn't find you. People kept coming. They'd attack, hound me, want me to show them what I can do, like I was a circus animal or some kind of pet. I shouldn't take it out on you. No, it's not your fault. Thanks to you, these bastards didn't get very far. They could have destroyed everything. It's getting late. We need to clean up before my parents return. Meet me at the manor later.
Come, I must speak with you once more. In her tale, Aranias was volatile, and she swung between anger, shame, and hope. Feared by her own parents because of her abilities, she faced the bandits alone. This made her bitter and hardened against others, vulnerable to outside influences. You will soon see it for yourself. But first, you should view another scene from Aranias' past. She was a bit younger and excited about her newly found skills. Are you ready? Of course not. For her, it hasn't happened yet. Remember, I put you into her past to help her when she's at her most vulnerable. She lashed out at you just now because she can't fight against her parents. She trusts you. That's what's important.
Why are your clothes all wet? Mother, what do you think of this tree? How about this island you're standing on?
The ground is soaked. I'll need new shoes now.
I made it.
What? You made the ground soggy?
The island! I made this little island!
What? Ara, what do you mean you made it?
These trees, those rocks, none of this was here yesterday. The ground is wet because I used my magic to pull it up from under the water.
Oh, Ara, what have you done?
Gifted with a rare and powerful ability, Aranias tried in vain to win her parents' affection. So much happened next, but I especially draw your attention to two particular events. One scene is atop the lighthouse, the other in the Manor's Great Hall. They will help you understand more about our troubled Altmer, I hope. No. The greatest challenge comes next, and Aranias needs you. Her parents returned after the attack on the farm, and brought with them the people they considered their daughter's only hope, the Veiled Heritance. She should not face this alone. Getting changed at the manor. You should do the same after you watch those scenes. You'll find a change of clothes in the guest bedroom off the Great Hall. Then, go to Aranias in the garden.
I'm sorry.
You're lucky they're alive. How many more ships will you sink?
It was an accident.
Accidents are spilling water, dropping glass. You lifted a ship out of the ocean with a wall of rock.
I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
Your mother and I will discuss your punishment. Go!
Your father and I leave for Somerset in the morning.
I won't
Hello
do
there.
it again, I promise. I'll try harder. Don't leave me behind.
Don't grovel. It's unbecoming. We will return with help to control your temper.
How much more can I apologize? I said I'm sorry.
No, Ara. It's just, you need training. What you did to the ship, that scares people.
What sort of training, Father? You look good. How do you feel? There are so many people. And look, it's High Kin Lady Estrie. Why is she here? I bet my parents want me to show off my powers. I thought they were bringing me a teacher or something. Hesitant? I hate this, and they've got something particular they want to see. Would you do me a favor and find out? Mingle among them, eavesdrop. Find out what they've planned for me. I'm not sure yet. They'll probably want another statue raised from the ground. My parents treat that like a party trick, and this is a party after all. But the way they're talking, it sounds more dangerous, and I'm a bit worried, to be honest. You asked me this before, silly. I don't know, but when I think about changing things around me, my thoughts come true. Remember when that merchant ship sank? I'd lifted the ground out of the ocean. I just forgot to lower it again.
Her parents invited me to witness her powers firsthand. She lifted the ground up under my very feet. Her demonstration today will not be one of skill, but of character.
Ander demonstrates amazing potential. Why are we bothering with this girl and her clods of dirt? Ander could melt them with hardly a thought.
What do they call her? The Rock Witch? Hilarious. Provincial.
Ander has one of the little beggars in the field, away from the house. Aranias will demonstrate her talents on the other. Her demonstration will determine how we employ her talents.